Hi, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be on allocation of factory overhead. Why do we need to allocate it? Well, we need it as an estimate for the job cost sheet, so we know the approximate cost of a job, and for many other reasons as well. First, we need to know the predetermined factory overhead rate, and that's given by the formula, the estimated total factory overhead cost in dollars for a period of time divided by the estimated activity base. That base should drive or best determine the factory overhead cost. So, for example, if we're a heavily mechanized department, then perhaps the hours that the machines have worked, whereas the number of miles driven or something like that would have nothing to do with factory overhead costs. So that would be a very poor method to use. So again, we want to be something that should drive or be a cost driver that best determines those overhead costs, whatever that happens to be. Well, let's look at an example here. Let's assume that the estimated overhead for the year is $100,000. And the base we're going to use is direct labor hours, and that comes out to about 10,000 labor hours in a year. Then the rate would be the estimated total factory overhead cost of $100,000 divided by the activity base, 10,000 hours, or $10 per direct labor hour. So now let's assume that job cost sheet for job 1 shows that there's 20 direct labor hours. Then for job 1, the estimated overhead would equal to $10 per direct labor hour times the 20 direct labor hours, or be $200. And then we apply that to job 1. So job 1 would have $200 applied for factory overhead. So again, determining factory overhead, we first look at an estimated total factory overhead cost for the year, divided by a cost driver, which should be something that should basically determine that factory overhead. And then we see the example here, and in this case we will apply $200 to factory overhead. Now, we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.